Hi guys, this is Crafty Cat. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. We are here with a brand new video that's new to me. We're going to be putting on this pretty set of nail wraps. This is one of the sets that I got from Temu. You've seen the unboxing on the channel. And my nails have been bare for about 3 days. I want to show you what they look like. So I've washed them really good, but you could see there is still a trace of the glue, like the residue that's left behind. So my hands are washed, and for 3 days I have been applying this Sally Hansen Nail Growth Miracle Serum. Every day it is infused with keratin, and it's supposed to give you longer nails and stronger nails. So yeah, and it's supposed to be good for your cuticles too within just 2 weeks. I don't know how well it works. I haven't been really using it long enough yet. My nails do grow very fast anyway. I want to show you, these two are kind of long. Normally, if I wasn't using nail wraps, I would cut these 4 nails shorter. I usually keep my nails about this length right here, because when they get too long, if I tap them on anything, they have a bad habit of bending backward and then breaking really, really like low. They've always done that. So the nail wraps are actually helping prevent against that a little bit. So anyway, all I did now was wash my hands with soap and water, and then I sprayed my nails with this 70% rubbing alcohol that kills bacteria and germs. It's a topical antiseptic cleaner, and it helps get rid of the oils on your nails. So I've already filed them and cleaned them, and they're all good to go. So I think these already have a little slit in them yet. So anyway, I'm guessing that these thumbnails are going to be clear. We'll see. So these always have a little sticker over them that you could remove. And then you have these. Now, most people, you would put them this way. So if I fold it this way, you can say, okay, is that big enough for my thumb, or would I need this one? Or is this good for my finger, or is this one? So you kind of go this way. But I have some nails that they're wider at the top than the bottom, because I'm really bad about doing my cuticles. So for those ones, I usually tilt them because they're narrower on the bottom. So for some of them, you'll see me doing it upside down. And that will just really depend on your nail shape, okay? So I have a feeling these are going to be clear. Yeah, these are see-through, so I don't know how these are going to look. I don't generally like the see-through ones, but we'll try them. So I would just put them on my nail and see. You don't want to go too low down, because you don't want it to cover your cuticles. So you just kind of tap it on. And then I just kind of push it down. And then I take my scissors sometimes when I have shorter nails, and I just trim them and save the excess. I just tap it back on. So now you'll see what that looks like. And then I just rub it onto my thumb. So I'm rubbing down toward my cuticle here, and I'm rubbing toward the side here first before I go to the edge, because I don't want there to be any gaps. And then I start rubbing toward the top. And then what I like to do is just fold them under a little bit so they go over the tips. And then I just keep rubbing them, because the more heat that gets on them, the better the adhesive sticks. So the more you spend time, especially if your hands are warm, rubbing them, the better you're going to get that stick before you file them down. So that's all I do. And I usually watch Netflix while I do this. And you can see that's kind of how it's going to look, but we have to get rid of all the stuff on the inside. I'm not ready to do that yet because it still feels cool. So you just keep doing that until they're perfectly shaped onto the tips of your fingers. And then once you've done that, you just grab yourself a nail file or an emery board. These kits come with emery boards. And then I usually use just my thumb to press it under even more. And that's how these look. It looks pretty good, even though it's clear. I think that looks pretty. So then, when you file it off, you should go in one direction, it says in there. So I'm just using this emery board to file the tips off my nails. And I'm going in that direction. And then for the other side, I usually start in the other direction, but I'm not going sawing back and forth. And I kind of meet in the middle that way. And then you could turn it over. I might need to get a new emery board. This one might be too old. But as you do that, you'll see it just takes it off. And then you can just get rid of the excess. And there you have it. And I usually keep pushing them down. So that is a see-through one. So you could see my nail. You could see the ridges from my nail. Now, some of you who are able to wear nail polish remover, a nail polish, you could just put a base coat in whatever color you want. Like a white would look pretty, because if you had a white, it would look exactly like that. Mine don't look like that because I don't have white underneath. So I think it's kind of false advertising when they put them on white, because it makes it look like that's what you're getting, and that is not what you're getting. But it's still pretty, and I still like it. So now I'm gonna, what I normally do is I go directly to the baby finger, because I know that the smallest one fits my baby finger. And sometimes I just go half and half, and I think, oh, well, you know what? I can already cut off about half of that. So I don't have to put the whole thing on. So I would just go down here and just cut off the top a little bit. Just because if they're not too long, it makes it a little bit easier to place. And I keep these leftover ones in case I need to touch anything up. So they just peel right off. And oh, wow, these are sheer too, you guys. These are sheer. I did not know these were sheer ones. Well, I have not done the sheer ones yet, so we'll see how they look. It might look bad. I might have to start this video over. So it's just the same thing, you guys. You just put them down. I'm sorry, my fingers are in the way. And if you don't get it right, you just pick it up again and just replace it. It's okay. And there. You just start pushing it and rubbing it. And that is not going to look as pink as it does here. It's going to be sheer, but, well, I haven't tried these before. We'll see how I like them. They're pretty. I like them. It's like a little sheer pink. I love pink. So I'm just kind of squishing them together, getting it to form. Now, some of them are different than others. These feel like nail polish. It actually feels like nail polish somehow. I don't know how to explain it. But they just feel like nail polish. Some of the ones I have from Amazon, they actually feel like stickers, like any normal sticker you would buy, like a paper sticker. And they last longer, the ones that feel like sticker, I find. These ones are more delicate. These would probably really do well with a top coat or a base coat, like, or both. But look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? So then you've got all that excess there, and you've just got to get rid of it by filing it off. And I like to file it off from underneath instead of like from the top. So am I on camera? And that's all you do, you guys. It's really simple. So these are sheer. I had no idea. But they look pretty good. I don't know if you could see. So it's not hard at all, you guys. So what I will do is I will put the rest of them on and come back and show me, or do you want to see one more, how we pick a size? So yeah, to pick a size, you just go, okay, is that going to fit? No. Is that going to fit? No. Is that going to fit? Which one's going to fit? Like, I think that one or that one would fit my pointing finger, but I don't want two of these beside each other. I would rather this one go on a different finger, but I don't know if it's going to fit. So, like, normally I would do both hands at the same time. So this is going to be the thumb for the other hand. This is going to be the baby finger for the other hand, okay? I don't know. Let's see. Do you think this one will fit? Like, it would probably fit my pointing finger, but I think I want to use this one for my pointing finger. I don't know. Here, I'll show you what it's like when you're not sure if it's going to fit. You just peel it off. I'm just going to push my cuticles back a little bit. And they don't have to be perfect. I've put them on where they're not perfect before and it was fine. Like where there's a little bit of space on the side. It depends on what will bother you. Though, if you could see that, it would kind of fit, but there's going to be a little bit of space right there that will show. But that doesn't really bother me. So I'm just going to trim that. And my scissors are not as sharp as they should be. And I'm just going to save that because that would totally fit another pointing finger. So yeah, you just keep doing it. You're just pushing down and pushing up, folding around the tips. And you can see it doesn't totally come to the end there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I don't care because nobody's going to come this close. Like, the camera is magnifying my finger enormously. Nobody's going to see that. Nobody's going to notice that. So if it bothers you, then you would go with the bigger piece, but I'm okay with that. And I just wish they would have made this one of the bigger ones. I don't think this is going to fit one of my bigger fingers, which is kind of a bummer, but let's see. Like, I could do it. What do you guys think? I'm going to go for it. Now, because this is a longer nail, I'm not going to have that much left over. So I know I'm not filing them off. We're just putting them on right now. I'll file them off in a bit because I like to rub them a lot longer than I am here to make sure they're adhered the right way. But we're just testing to see if they fit those fingers. So that's how that one will look. And then I need a bigger one for this finger here. And this finger, I might have to tilt it upside down. Unless I can make, if I push this back. And I'm thinking this one right here. This one that goes And the fingers on my right hand are a little bit bigger than the fingers on my left hand, you guys. So you might find that too on your fingers. So let me see if I could do it this way. And that's a longer nail. See how they just fit over? I see some people in the reviews, and it's so funny because they just stick the they just stick the nail wrap down and they leave it hanging out like this, and then they complain because it's not hard. I think they think they're doing fake nails instead of nail wraps. And then they get mad because they seem to think if they put it under a gel light that the long piece, like this whole thing, will get hard, but it doesn't. You have to form fit it to fit your actual nails. It doesn't give you any length, or it just gives you your own nails colored. You know what I mean? So I think some people just get confused because I read some of the, even on Amazon, some of the people just seem to think these are fake nails, but they're not. It's fake nail polish. It might be real nail polish with that adhesive. It doesn't smell, but it really feels like nail polish, you know? So then I'm usually just watching TV, or not TV, I don't watch TV, but Netflix or YouTube. And I just keep playing with my fingers because the warmer you make the nails, the better the adhesive. And you can't get your fingers wet for 2 hours after you apply them. So you have to let it sit for 2 hours. So I put these on at night. This is nighttime right now while I'm doing them. So I don't have to worry about dishes or anything like that. Like, you would not want to put these on before supper or before washing your hair. That's all there is to it, you guys. It's pretty simple. It's a little bit hard for me to do it because I'm holding this for the camera, and I usually hold this closer to my face, so I think I need to get a new emery board. This one's not that great anymore. And I'm very tempted to pull it. You can see. Wait, can you see? No, it's not quite off there. So I'm not going to pull it. I'm just going to keep filing it. And then it comes off. So I just have to file off these two more and one hand will be done. Now the paper ones are a little bit harder to file off than these flexible ones. These are very, very flexible. They're very easy to fit around the tips of your fingers. The thicker ones are a little bit harder to fit around the tips of your fingers, but they last longer. So far. And there's just this one here. You can see there's a little bit in there. And there we have it, you guys. There's one hand done. And that's how it looks. Isn't that pretty? So I don't like the sheer ones as much as I like the thicker ones, but they're still very beautiful. I mean, I do like that, but you could see the tips of my fingers look lighter. It's not covering the weight of my fingers as good. But I guess that looks natural. It's like almost if you only did one layer of nail polish instead of two, you know? All right, guys, so I'll do the other hand and I will come back and I will show you what they look like when they're done, okay? I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, so here it is. They are all done, both hands. We did one hand together and then I did one hand on my own. And they look really pretty. I'm surprised. So I've got all of these left, plus these two little pieces right here. And I keep all of the leftovers, and, you know, if I ever need them, I can use them. And I'm just going to watch movies and just keep pressing down on the edges, just to make sure there's a good seal. So you have to make sure your fingernails aren't oily at all when you do these. They have to be pretty dry, or else the adhesive doesn't stick as good. But that is a good stick, and they look pretty nice, don't they? I think they do. I like them. I really love the color, and I was really surprised that these were sheer. I did not think these would be, but they worked out all right. And I guess they were dark enough that they kind of covered my nails. You could still see the whites of my nails underneath on my longer nails. My shorter nails don't have much white. But yeah, I like them. I think they're nice. All right, guys, so I hope that helped a lot if you're thinking of trying them. Like I said, you don't have to do them like I do. You could put a base coat of any color and then put them on top. And then you could put a top coat on top if you want it, but I'm trying to avoid nail polish and nail polish remover. So for me, I just do these. And if you wear gloves when you wash the dishes, they'll last a lot longer. Some of mine last 2 weeks, and they just get a little bit white at the tips. And then when they grow, then you see like there's a little gap as your nails grow at the bottom. So they do look nicest if you change them every week, if you want them to look nice and shiny. But if you wear the gloves for washing your dishes, they will last 2 weeks. They just won't keep this shine for 2 weeks, but they'll still look pretty. But I love when they're fresh and new like this and they have that nice shine. I don't know if my camera is picking up how pretty and shiny. It looks just like nail polish. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. All right, you guys, I hope you liked that. If you did, please give me a very pretty thumbs up. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of those good things that help me as a channel. And thank you so very much for supporting the channel. I know I do a lot of different things on the channel, but some of you did ask me to do a video showing how I put these on. And I'm really happy with them. I'm going to be keeping doing them. I do suggest you give your fingernails like a 2 to 3 day break in between before you put on the new nails, just to let them air out. But yeah, I'm loving them. I think they're great. They're a great price. These are the Temu ones. Maybe we'll come back and do an Amazon one together one day. All right, guys, take care, stay safe, and happy crafting, happy shopping, and happy nail arting. Bye, guys.